They're about doom, death, and grief. The first anticipated book I read is Four Ruined Realms. The second installment of this fantasy series was a disappointment compared to the first one. Multiple plot twists felt disconnected from the main story. It felt like they were conveniently used for shock factors. Due to those disconnected plot twists, it was harder for me to get immersed in each character's motive. A lot of things about each character constantly change or are revealed way later out of nowhere in the story. That doesn't really give a proper time for a reader to feel more invested in each character. Also, the short sentence structures made the whole book choppy, although it certainly helps with the fast pacing. It was like reading a young adult novel, while a lot of elements in this book are geared toward adults. Honestly, I'm not sure if I'll continue read this series when the third one comes out. I don't feel as excited as when I finished the first one. I was so shocked and excited to learn what is going to happen in the second one, but after the actual second one, I don't really feel like thrilled to know what's going to happen next, and it's more like now I know what happened in this. Still, I think it is worth your time to read this one if you really like the first one, because it is still fun, although the quality personally was not really up to the first one. And this book can be a really good one when you're in a reading slump because it is a very fast pace and each chapter is very short. Now let's move on to the next one, which is more academic in a way. The second anticipated book I read is Emily Wilde's Compendium of Lost Tales. It was not a 5-star book for me, but it definitely gave some comfort and warmth. The conflict in this are not low stakes. They're about doom, death, and grief. However, it delivers those heavy topics with a calm voice. Because this book is written from the retrospective perspective of a well-collected academic scholar. We are not in the story at the same time with the characters, but we are catching up with what happened by reading through this main character's journal. The scholarly aspect can be a divider between readers because it slows down the story's progression. There are a lot of researches and discussions with other scholars. But if you like fast-paced novels, you might feel like you want to skip some lines. In terms of romance of this book, because those two previous books have already established their relationship, the romance in this book is more like development and getting more mature in this relationship. There is no will they want they feeling that much. It's more like will they become more mature. All in all, it was a satisfying ending to this trilogy. The main characters are whimsical and it is a cozy warm journey out of reality. If someone asked me if it is worth to read this whole series, I would say sure, why not? I didn't feel like this is a literary masterpiece, but still I had a good time. It was not convoluted and pretty simple story to follow. So if you're tired of heavy topics or intricate storylines, I think this can be a good palate cleansers, and I think you can also read very quickly because it is a very smooth ride. So those were my thoughts about these two anticipated books I read. I hope you enjoyed this video. See you next time. Bye!